Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Who should replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United if Solskjaer is sacked? Now, I would certainly take Brendan Rodgers. I like the way Brendan Rodgers has transformed Leicester. Leicester won the FA Cup last season. They beat Chelsea in the final. Brendan Rodgers has been Leicester manager over 2 years. He's got a contract with them until 2025. Brendan Rodgers also had one good season when he was at Liverpool. I also thought he did well at Swansea, and he did very, very well at Celtic. He was there for a few years. The reasons I'd take Brendan Rodgers at Man United though is because I think he'd take us forward, and I think he would suit the strappings of the club. Mauricio Pochettino, I'd take him at Manchester United. Don't forget, Mauricio Pochettino has been linked with a managerial role at Man United before. That's when obviously he was managerless. Pochettino held talks with the club. We won't be getting Pochettino though, because Sky Sports said not so long ago that Pochettino is in talks with Tottenham over a return to the club. And Pochettino going back to Tottenham could possibly convince Harry Kane to remain at Tottenham. Pochettino is PSG manager at the moment, but reportedly he's unhappy. Pochettino endured 5.5 years at Tottenham before. Analysing the vast majority of his tenure, Tottenham were competing in and out of the top 4. In 2019, he guided Tottenham to their first ever Champions League final. But he didn't win out in terms of silverware at Tottenham. Julian Nagelsmann, if I pronounce his name correctly, I'll probably take him at Manchester United as well. He's done a good job at RB Leipzig. You know, he is a young coach. Zinedine Zidane, he's also another manager I'd take at Man United. You know, he's been linked with a managerial role at Man United before. But I think we've got to get someone in with the big club mentality and someone who's got a proven pedigree. Like I said on the video I did this morning, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is lucky to be Manchester United manager, because not so long ago we lost the Europa League final to Villarreal. Solskjaer did say last season wasn't a successful season for Manchester United. He accepted that. Some Man United fans are demanding Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out, reflecting on that loss in the Europa League final. But I presume there's still some Man United fans that are Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in, and they believe that he needs more time at the club. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has not yet won a trophy as Manchester United manager. We haven't won a trophy since 2017. That's 4 years. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. The reason Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still Manchester United manager is because he is a club legend. That's what's basically saved him. Disregarding being a club legend, I can almost assure he wouldn't have been Manchester United manager now, because we've endured very, very bad periods under Ole when he was very, very close to getting sacked. Solskjaer has been in charge of Manchester United for 29 months, which is over 2 years. And he's now endured 2 full seasons at the club. So next season will be his third full season. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is aware that next season is going to be massive for him. Next season, he's got to win a trophy if he is to remain Manchester United manager. Not long now until the summer transfer window opens. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is aware of how big the summer transfer window is going to be for himself and Manchester United in general. It will be Solskjaer's 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. It's very imperative he gets the players he wants to recommend in. Our board have said that they will back Solskjaer with a new 3-year contract and summer signings. The board have promised Solskjaer around 4 new signings. Quite a lot of United fans think it's a mistake giving Ole this new 3-year contract, because I kind of sure he won't see the new 3-year deal out. Ole's still got under a year left on his current 3-year contract that he signed back in March 2019 when he got the job permanently. So really we should wait until his current contract expires and see how things have gone, and then decide or not whether we'll give him that new 3-year deal. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. The transfer budget will increase because I'm expecting us to sell players this summer. Solskjaer is not the long-term manager for Man United, but I hope I'm proven wrong. I've got to credit Solskjaer though in quite a lot of aspects. I didn't expect Solskjaer to do as well as he has done. You've got to say he has done a good job with the squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. And he is our best manager since Ferguson. Last season, in Solskjaer's 2nd full season, he got us a 2nd place finish in the Premier League. So you can see that progress was made from his 1st full season. We went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League, which is a good record. We was disastrous though at Old Trafford last season. All our defeats come at Old Trafford in the Premier League. I think a lot of it was to do with no fans there. Has a bad effect on the players. Hopefully our home form can improve a lot next season, because obviously fans are now back. Solskjaer did get us to the Europa League final. I know we didn't win it, but you've still got to credit him for getting us to the final. You know, that was Solskjaer's 1st major final as Man United manager. Got us to the EFL Cup semi-final and got us to the FA Cup quarter-final. Ole, in his 1st full season, got us a 3rd place finish and guided us to 3 semi-finals. He has made good signings as Manchester United manager so far. He has spent almost £300 million. He's got rid of a lot of players since he's come in. And I like the way he has promoted the youth. So they are the positives regarding Ole. I also have my concerns as well. My 2 biggest concerns about Ole is that he hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. And his decision making concerns me, because in a lot of his games at Man United he has been tactically naive. And certainly made mistakes in the Europa League final, you know, brought his substitutions on too late. He brought his 1st sub on in the 100th minute of extra time. I thought the substitutions were wrong anyway. Should have took Rashford off, because he sustained a knock in the game, and he should have replaced De Gea with Dean Henderson for the penalty shootout. But yeah, maybe there has been some games where Ole showed tactical flexibility, but he's got to show that persistently. But you know, when we appointed Ole in December 2018, he was inexperienced. And he knew when he came in, Solskjaer, it was going to be a massive job, despite him knowing the club through thick and thin. Ole has gained some managerial experience and learned quite a bit on the job, reflecting how long he's been with us. But whatever happens regarding Ole, we'll always adore him because he is a club legend. He endured 11 years as a player for Man United. He flourished under Sir Alex Ferguson's guidance. Now, there's a lot of players that Manchester United are looking at. Now, obviously, you know the news regarding Raphael Varane. So, Defensa Central said that Man United and Chelsea are prepared to double Raphael Varane's wages. Real Madrid have decided to sell. Apparently, Raphael Varane has rejected Manchester United. Raphael Varane recently spoke out on his future. He said it's unlikely his future will be resolved for the summer European Championships. Man United have already held talks with Raphael Varane's representatives. Fabrizio Romero said not so long ago that Raphael Varane is the main name on our list, and we was waiting to see what happens with his situation at Real Madrid. Real Madrid wants £60 million for Varane. Not so long ago they rejected a £40 million bid. Varane said last season though that he's keen on a move to the Premier League. I think Real Madrid have just signed David Alaba from Bayern Munich. Varane's contract talks with Real Madrid stalled a while ago. His current contract expires next year. We went in for Raphael Varane 10 years ago, and Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move for him back in 2018. But Raphael Varane would be a great addition to our squad. The reasons is because Varane is a world-class centre-half, he's highly experienced, he'd complement Harry Maguire in our backline well, and plus, he's got a good pedigree as a player. Varane has won like 18 major honours at Real Madrid. So they're the reasons. He's been a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He's endured 10 years with them. He's made over 300 appearances in all competitions. Real Madrid paid just €10 million for him from Lens back in 2011. Man United do want a centre-half, despite Eric Bailly signing a new contract not so long ago. Jules Koundé from Sevilla, he's been another centre-half on our agenda. Jules Koundé recently spoke out on his future. He said he's certain he will change clubs this summer, but nothing is done yet. Sevilla have set their asking price. They want around £50 million. Arsenal and Chelsea have also been interested. Damasio said not so long ago that Man United have already been in contact with Sevilla regarding Jules Koundé. He said Sevilla requested around €65 million. At one point, Sevilla were demanding £68 million. Jules Koundé's performances for Sevilla have been very, very good. He's been at Sevilla almost 2 years now. Got a contract with them until 2024. Sevilla paid £21 million for him from Bordeaux in the summer of 2019. Pau Torres from Villarreal, he's another centre-half on our agenda. He put a very good performance out, by the way, in the final. Pau Torres has got around a £40 million release clause. Cristiano Ronaldo. I give you the news on him on my recent video I did. The Glazers have held talks with Jorge Mendes regarding Ronaldo's future. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer privately rates Cristiano Ronaldo. He said he's the best player he's ever played alongside. Man United have obviously been in talks with Ronaldo over a sensational return. Last season, he said that Cristiano Ronaldo was in talks with Man United over a 2-year contract. Now, reports from Italy said that Cristiano Ronaldo could make a sensational return to Man United in a swap deal with Paul Pogba plus cash involved. I presume a lot of United fans would take Ronaldo back at the club despite him being the age of 36, because Ronaldo is regarded as one of the best players in the world. Cristiano Ronaldo has been at Juventus for 3 years. He scored 101 goals in 133 appearances. Juventus paid £100 million for him from Real Madrid in 2018. Ronaldo's current contract expires next year. Ronaldo's partners come out and spoke on Ronaldo's future, and she said Ronaldo is staying. We did have Ronaldo for 6 years. He was with us from 2003 to 2009. He won 3 Premier Leagues. He won the FA Cup. He won the Champions League. He won the League Cup. And he won the FIFA Club World Cup. We bought him for just £12 million from Sporting Lisbon back in 2003. You know, we sold him to Real Madrid in 2009 for 80 million, so we got like a £68 million profit. And Ronaldo enjoyed like 9 or 10 years at Real Madrid. Ronaldo's won 32 major trophies in his playing career, and he's won 5 Ballon d'Ors. Obviously, you know the news on Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Jadon Sancho has agreed personal terms with Man United. Borussia Dortmund not so long ago told Jadon Sancho that he can leave the club this summer, and Solskjaer made him a transfer priority. Dortmund will accept £80 million. Jadon Sancho has Man United transfer hopes as Borussia Dortmund are looking for replacements for Sancho, and Sancho's come out and said that he wants his future resolved before the start of the Euros. The players that I think will leave Man United in the summer transfer window, I'm expecting David De Gea to go. I reckon now De Gea has had his years at the football club. He's enjoyed 10 years at Man United, so he has been a long servant. To David De Gea's credit though, after the Everton collapse in February, he produced his best performances and he responded well to Dean Henderson getting the number 1 jersey. De Gea put a very good performance out in Rome in the Europa League semi-final, but obviously he cost us the Europa League final by missing that penalty, and he had 11 chances to save a penalty and didn't save 1. And he should have saved at least 1 or 2. There has obviously been talks of a David De Gea and Jan Oblak swap deal. De Gea has had around 8 good years at Man United out of the 10 years he's been with us, because in the last couple of years he has been a liability, reflecting on the calamitous mistakes he's made. But a few years ago was regarded as the best goalkeeper in the world. De Gea has won everything domestically at the football club. and he's made over 500 appearances in all competitions. And he was our number one for a long time. Obviously now he's our second choice goalkeeper. It said last season that David De Gea had made his transfer decision. He's preparing to leave Man United, and Man United is set to pay off his huge contract. De Gea's got like 2 years left on his current contract, and he's on £375,000 a week. But there's a very good chance he'll go back to Spain. I think we also need to offload Sergio Romero. Sergio Romero is like our third or fourth choice goalkeeper. He doesn't get in our team. Most of Romero's appearances have come from the bench. Sorry, not the bench, in the cup games, sorry. We got him on a free from San Pandora back in 2015. We got him in under Louis van Gaal era. Lee Grant, I think we also need to offload him. We got him on a free from Stoke. I recall Lee Grant making one appearance for Man United, and that was against Astana a few years ago. Phil Jones, Man United definitely need to offload him in the summer transfer window. Jones has always been inconsistent, doesn't get in our 11, and he's been out of injury for a long time. We brought Phil Jones in from Blackburn. He's the only outfield player that's still here from the Ferguson era. Phil Jones has endured 10 years at Man United, so he's been a long servant. Brandon Williams, I think we need to loan him out so he gains more experience and he gets more opportunities, because Brandon Williams is our third choice left back and he seldom plays for us. He hardly played last season. He did play in the final game against Wolves and he put a very good performance out. He was playing at right back. He's nowhere near effective on the right as he's on the left. He played in the 2-1 defeat to Leicester as well. And I think he played in the cup game against Brighton at the start of last season, if I can remember rightly. Diego Dalot, obviously we're looking to get rid of him permanently. He's out on loan with AC Milan at the moment. Nemanja Matic, I think we also need to offload him, because I've got my strong reservations about him. He's always been a static player. We gave him a new 3-year deal at the start of last season. That was a mistake. Matic has been at the club for a year now. We got him in a deal worth 40 million from Chelsea back in 2017. I think we also need to offload Donny van de Beek. Not to do with him being a bad player, he just doesn't get enough starts at Manchester United. Now, narratives have come out today and said that Donny van de Beek is set for showdown talks with Solskjaer over his future. Said not so long ago though that we will reject any offers for Van de Beek, so reflecting on that we are reluctant to go. Solskjaer has got big plans for him. I think Donny van de Beek only started 4 games in the league last season. Most of his appearances have come from the bench. Van de Beek is versatile, he can play in like 3 different roles, and we got him in a deal worth £40 million from Ajax last year. Don't ask me why we bought him, but there you go. Juan Mata, I'm also expecting us to offload him. Solskjaer did say though not so long ago that no decision has yet been made on Juan Mata's future. Juan Mata's current contract expires soon, but there is an option to trigger his contract for a further year. The first part of last season, Mata did reject an 18 million a year contract offer to play in Saudi Arabia. My element of concern about Juan Mata, he's lost that yard of pace. And he's aging up. We got Juan Mata in a deal worth 40 million from Chelsea, didn't we, back in 2014. And we also need to offload Anthony Martial. Because he's no longer good enough to represent the club. He was out of form for the vast majority of last season, and Martial has been out of an knee injury for a while. Like I updated you yesterday, it said that Solskjaer made his decision on Anthony Martial. He's told the Glazers he wants Martial to stay. because he thinks he's got a big role to play next season. We sell Martial in the summer transfer window. I reckon we can get around £25 million for him. I think he's had 2 good seasons. Good the season before last, because he got voted Players' Player of the Year, and he was good in his debut season under Van Gaal. Martial's been at the club 6 years now. We got him in a deal worth £58 million from Monaco. So yeah, like I say, the players that we do sell in the summer transfer window will generate money, and it will help us with our rebuilding process. But not long now till the summer transfer window opens. It opens on the 9th of June. In the last 8 years, nothing's really changed at Manchester United, has it? It's just been an ongoing cycle of inconsistency. Obviously, we've had different managers with different philosophies. The 3 managers we've sat since Ferguson was David Moyes, Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho. And we're not even really known as a sacking football club. We've overpaid for players in recent years. Our recruitment's been poor. In that aspect, the blame stems from the board. We've spent over £1 billion in the last 8 years, and we've brought around, 37 players in since Ferguson retired. Obviously, under the Moyes era, we brought Marion Fellaini in and Juan Mata in. Under Louis van Gaal era, we brought the likes of Schneiderlin in, Sebastian Schweinsteiger, Di Maria, Falcao, Memphis Depay, Rojo, Darmian, Martial, Shaw, Herrera, Romero, Valdez. So they're a lot of the players we brought in under Van Gaal. Van Gaal must have brought a good 14, 15 players in, and Mourinho, he recommended 11 players into the club. There's still quite a few players here from the Jose Mourinho era. And, Solskjaer, he's brought a good, 8, 9, 10 players in since he got appointed in as Man United manager. But hopefully next season, Manchester United can challenge for the Premier League title. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013. That's 8 years ago now. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.